Great. Where am I this time? Well, I'm blaming you.
Oh no, Badman. This is all my doing.
Who are you? And what do you want with me?
I, young boy, am Maximilian Pegasus, and I brought you here to fulfill a long prophecy passed down from generations.
What are you talking about?
An ancient prophecy from millennia ago states that a young game reviewer from the future will review the most controversial Yu-Gi-Oh game of all time and end the war of the gamers.
And you think that reviewer is me?
Exactly. Now are you ready?
I think you have the wrong reviewer. So I'm just gonna go and play some more Wii Fit.
You can't leave.
What do you mean I can't leave?
I brought you here to the Shadow Realm to make sure you could not escape. Until you finish this review, you will be stuck here for eternity.
Fine then. What game am I reviewing now? Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist of the Roses? But this game's from my time.
Nope. That is an ancient relic.
It says PlayStation 2 on the box. And on the back here it says 2003.
Silence and review the game.
Fine then. Just give me a controller and let's get this shit over with. Alright. Let's do this. Welcome to Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist of the Roses, a game based off the popular TV show, well, Yu-Gi-Oh! The game was developed by Konami, who are also the developers of the official card game itself, and as Pegasus stated earlier, on its release it received, well, mixed reviews.
Yes, boy, we get it now. Can we step away from the boring stuff and get on with the interesting stuff? You know, the game.
Yeah, fine. Don't push me, it's my review. Jeez. Now, when starting up the game, there are 4 options you can choose from. New game, continue, custom duel, and trade. But we'll just be checking out the new game option for now. And the beautiful game starts. Don't you just love that intro? Best graphics I have ever seen. Just imagine if all of my reviews were like that. It would be beautiful. But getting past the horrible look of the game's intro, it does a good job explaining to you what is happening in the game since, surprisingly, Konami decided to make a game that didn't coincide with the show at all. And from what we learn, there are 2 armies to fight to decide the royal successor to this land. On one side, we have the Lancasters, aka the Red Roses, and on the other side, the York, aka the White Roses.
Fight!
And at the start of the game, you get to choose which side you'd want to join. Will you stay true to the good in you and help the Red Roses, or will you turn to the dark side and help the evil people with their evil plans? For me, it was obvious. I picked the good guys, just so I could kick Pegasus' ass.
We shall see about that when the time comes, boy.
Yeah, but before we can even think about dueling anyone, we are treated to one of the longest tutorials I have ever had the pleasure of fucking enduring. If your tutorial takes almost 40 minutes to finish, it's too damn long. Especially since most of it wasn't even helpful and super over-explained. But I do have to give it some props because there were a few things the game went over really well in the tutorial that helped explain how the game works. Since again, this game plays nothing like the actual card game. Now, after all of that is finished up, we finally get to start dueling and fighting other people. And that's when I realized this game is a fucking asshole. Not a normal asshole, but the kind who walks into your house, takes all of your stuff, and then shits all over your brand new carpets you just installed the day before. This game never puts you on fair ground, ever. You will always be at a disadvantage when fighting your opponent, since their deck will always be fit to the terrain of the level, and they will always have monsters with super high attack who can just dominate all of your stuff. But even after all of that, it's not really that bad, because the AI in this game is horrible. There will be few to minimal times where they will make a good decision, and they will almost never try to straight out attack you, even if they know all of their monsters can kill you with ease. So, what this causes is one super slow defensive game. For the first 5 duels, all I did was sit back on my side of the field and summon all of my strongest monsters, and then powered them up as high as I could, and then push the enemy and hope for the best, making for one really boring experience. There is no nice difficulty curve in this game. There's just one really fucking fast spike up that makes you want to cry. There was also this one time while I was playing where I set my monster in defense mode to protect me, and my enemy just kept attacking it, even though it had lower attack than my defense. So I just sat there and watched as she killed herself. Yep, great AI. And you may be asking what I did after the first 5 duels. Well, I used the heart of the cards, and by that, I mean I cheated. I used a code to get 2 cards, Aqua Dragon and Mirror Shield, which in turn makes the game way too easy, since you just sit there and let your enemy attack you, because the AI is so bad it thinks it can beat over your monster. But Aqua Dragon changes the terrain of the map to water, boosting its attack, and Mirror Shield halves the attacking monster's attack. And this works even when both of these cards are face up and the AI can see them. It's like they can't even do simple math. Now I know it sounds like I totally hate this game and there's nothing good about it, but I'd be straight up lying if I said it was all bad, because I can say it was a fun and interesting experience and I enjoyed it while I was playing it. The game is obviously old and outdated, but I can respect the fact that Konami took a risk and made their first PS2 Yu-Gi-Oh game not related to the actual card game. And to be honest, it worked well for them, selling 1.1 million copies in North America and being honored as a PlayStation 2 greatest hits game. Now, in general, I can really see why this game is so misunderstood. It's not a great game and it's not a horrible game, but it's weird. I can't say the game's a bad game, and I can't say it's a great game, but what I can say is that the game is an asshole. But the kind of asshole who shits on your carpet. And just like your dog who shits on the carpet, for some reason, you still love him afterwards.
No, that's not how this was supposed to work out. You were supposed to be on my side. You were supposed to hate the game and help me win the war and help me rule the land.
What are you talking about this time?
You fool! I was just using you to try and unleash your hatred upon the world. But somehow you'd found good in something so many people found only hate. I don't know how you did it, but all I know is I will be leaving you locked up in the Shadow Realm forever now.
Not if I have anything to say about it, Pegasus. If I can find the light in a game that most people can only find darkness, then I sure as hell can find the light out of this place.
No, this is impossible. No one is capable of escaping the Shadow Realm. How can a mere mortal do what no one else has been able to?
Because I am no mere mortal. I am a video game reviewer.
No, this can't be. This is not over, Batman.
Oh, we're just getting started. Because now, it's time to duel.
Sire, Batman's power as a reviewer seems to be growing much faster than we anticipated. Do you wish to send in the big guns and finish the job before it's too late?
Not quite yet. Actually, I think I'm just going to sit back and see where this goes. His growth and power has piqued my interest.